Fiddlesticks, the immobile low-range jungler just got picked in the LCK? GENG, the top team out of all, picked it up against Vi as a counter. How does this champ even work into that? Doesn't he just get ulted and killed? Well, I broke down this game to find out how, as I discovered the Fiddlesticks jungle isn't just good, he's secretly OP. Okay, so there's nothing out of the ordinary in the draft so far. All we have are the usual picks. We got the Vi, we got the Smolder. Everything's looking pretty good. Okay. The only thing left is GENG with the last pick, and they wouldn't do anything weird, right? Well, that's a Fiddlesticks. But doesn't this seem kind of bad from the side of GENG? For starters, KDF would both push in mid and top, letting Vi run into the enemy jungle and bully out Fiddle, right? He's weak in the early. Well, actually no. Fiddle is one of the only champs in the game that can deal with Vi, because if Vi runs into his jungle, he could just fear her and just walk out. Or just play on the opposite side of the map where he has his bot lane to help him. To make this even worse, Fiddle's clear is so fast, by the time Vi even attempts to try and steal away his camps, they'll already be gone, meaning that this pick is actually kinda genius. So now we know the game plan for GENG. Fiddlesticks starts on his red buff and full clears towards his bot side, just as planned. But this plan could be all for nothing if bot lane doesn't win out in the 2v2. They do this by reaching level 2 first and bullying out the Smolder. You could see this in action by a massive mistake coming out of Bull, as he opts to use his W to hit Lehens instead of the wave, giving full control over to GENG. Lehens instantly jumps onto this and goes into the bush in front to be able to push KDF out of this lane. As you can see, they're just going to stay instantly in front of this, meaning that they have won this lane, allowing Fiddlesticks to be safe in his jungle. Being able to clear all of his camps is able to accumulate 970 gold, but this isn't enough to buy his first item, as smartly he takes the rune's futures market, which allows him to go into debt by 140, getting him just enough to buy boots. And with this power spike, GENG looks to pick up the Void Grubs which have just spawned, as Fiddlesticks is the fastest jungler in the game to pick this up. And on top of this, mid lane is winning out from a bad reset from way earlier, meaning after Grubs you can just walk down bot and take Drake. His dragon taking ability may be super slow, but with no contest means that they can pick this up. With everything in mind, this game went from Vi trying to invade Fiddle to the complete opposite, as Fiddle has hit his level 6 mark, meaning that Cuz can never fight him now. Remember earlier on we talked about that bot lane push. This is still in full effect, allowing Fiddle to go for an invade onto Vi's red. She notices after and regroups with her team near the Krugs, but this still is pretty bad as it leaves an opportunity for Lehens and Pays to assist Cannon on taking the red and clearing vision. With this in turn, Andrew and Burn have no way to play bot lane, as they now need to be scared of Fiddle ulting from darkness. With bot lane winning, Lehens and Canyon reset and head towards the top side. They do this to grab up their second Void Grubs uncontested, as Braum is only just leaving the base, and Pays down bot lane has a free wave to farm without getting killed. This is what you usually see from high level teams making small advantages stack, and talking about stacking, GENG want to do this with Drakes as they look to pick up their second. They are in a really good place to do this, as Sway picked up the Merc Treads, or better known as the Fiddle Tax. The reason for this purchase is to reduce the amount of time it takes to get out of fear or any forms of CC. Way's counterpart Chovy never had to pay this tax though, allowing him to complete his first item for this dragon, making him giga strong. This all doesn't matter as the bot lane of GENG places control wards into the river, making sure Canyon cannot be spotted. As KDF look to set up vision and get caught out by GENG's bot and jungle, even with how tanky Braum is, the amount of CC is just absurd, getting him blown up and securing the dragon. And one cool thing is, look at the back of this, how strong one item Azir is.
I'm guessing, oh okay, this could be bad. Yeah, Cuz clearing a ward, and Flash comes over the wall. He's going to R into the Azir, and somehow he gets away for now. Flash forward from Chovy, trying to shut him down. One more auto will do it.
After the Drake, KDF looked to force out GENG on the top side, but look how little Fiddle cares. He's fine to give up the red buff as he can just heal off his raptors and head towards the bot side, where yet again his team has first move, allowing him to bully out the Vi again. This even forces Bold to ult the wave so he can move, but this is just deterrence as next wave GENG picks up the first tower, pumping more goals into Pays and go for the reset afterwards. As you can see, they're just a 3-man unit hovering around each other, and now with their first reset, they'll look to do the exact same in the mid lane. With the push in mid, they look to set up for the Chemtech Dragon, which will put them onto Soul Point. They want it so badly that even in the play we saw previously, they placed wards down in the enemy jungle and river to give them full vision over the dragon, as this can give the Fiddle the darkness he needs to pop off. After this, Lehens kicks off the fight by flashing onto Bull and using his depth charge. This forces Bull to use cleanse and flash, meaning it's going to be very difficult for him to play the next fight. Next we do see KDF place the Rift Tail down in towards the mid lane, forcing GENG to defend this mid lane tower and give them prio over the river. But take a look at what Cuts does here. It's something straight out of Initial D. With these shenanigans out of the way, KDF have full control over the river, with a blanket of wards in the river but none in the enemy jungle, still giving Fiddle that darkness he needs. TP comes through from Chovy, who just got boots and Seeker's arm guard, but KDF pounce when these come through onto Chovy and King. But King ults out and Chovy uses his item he just brought to go into stasis, giving him time for the bot lane trio to go. Fiddle finally uses his ultimate, splitting up the fight and killing Andal and making this a clean win for GENG. But this all came down to Chovy taking another wave in the top lane to be able to afford that Seekers to give him that Zhonya's he needed. With this win, GENG are able to get that dragon, one of winning themselves that soul. 90 minutes in and the gold lead is 5,000 for GENG. They're looking to make a play around the mid lane tower next, as when this falls they can start choking out the enemy. We see GENG going towards the top side and placing wards, making sure that Fiddle isn't spotted yet again. So
as you can see,
they can make
they're
plays
trying
like
to make
this.
him not a factor right now as the ult comes over the top. Mom will be called in and does clear out the wave. They go pretty deep for this one, but they will get the Braum anyway, with basically no follow-up here from the side of...
5-man unit makes this easy for GENG, as they have Cassante and Naught to tank. With this tower down, now Azir uses his own to grab the space, meaning the next dragon goes uncontested for GENG, getting themselves their win con. Now, in this state of the game, it's practically unlosable, so GENG go for the Baron, pick it up and barrel it down mid and finish off the game. It's unbelievable to think one weird pick could win you the game, but that's the LCK. But this is going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and make sure to like and subscribe, as there were many more videos like this on the channel. And I'll be posting every 2 weeks another game breakdown.